Everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Ryan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. There we go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return, and the Ravens, they'll take over. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun, rolling to his right. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. From midfield now, here's Jackson, forced out to his left. And he's got this down to the 35. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a 1st.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson has got his man. It's Andrews. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and the Falcons grab it. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 30, the 20, 10, and this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, it's certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and the lead is down to 28-10. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Jackson. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll run. This is Hill. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Ryan. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Ryan. He's going to go up, and this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. In for the score, and the Falcons get a bit closer. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now, 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said, it's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if the Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it, they do. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan over the middle, and it's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think he might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Steps away. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Throwing again. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. Back now in Baltimore. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. They go play action here on 1st down. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. 39 yards there. A big one. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it? They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they got an answer for it. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And he will score! Touchdown, Baltimore! A 3-yard touchdown run as the Ravens push further out in front. The quarterback run has eaten him up all game long, and there he goes again, this time into the end zone.
And what I like about what I'm seeing, absolutely running almost with impunity. He's not worried about his body. He's not worried about sliding. He's not worried about protecting himself. He's worried about getting yardage. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got to start figuring out what these blocking schemes are and finding ways to defeat them.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta. Now Ryan on 1st down. Caught by Jones. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. From midfield now, here's Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To throw again is Ryan. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted a 3rd of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Ryan to throw. And he's got his man on the out route.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
59, 59, check, 59. I can't believe they let you play. I can't.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
Now it's Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the... And he lost the football. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down, it's Freeman. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is caught for a touchdown. We'll check the flag, but it looked like a clear offsides, and it should stand. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would
even
do
know
for
why
them?
they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Important extra point up and through as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Throwing now is Jackson, rolling to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
We got this.
So Matt Ryan of the offense, down by 8, less than 90 seconds to go. They need a touchdown and, of course, the 2-point conversion as well. Here's Ryan. It's caught by Randall. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare after afternoon continues. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson, he'll run it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Jackson to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down, eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. And they take a knee. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. He talked about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward,